Hey guys, I'm going to be talking about the 6 benefits of starting a home-based business. This is Brad Krantz. Thanks for joining me today, Friday. Again, 6 benefits of starting a home-based business. And I'm going to be approaching this from a business standpoint. What are good business reasons to start a home-based business? Not just any business, though that may be where you're headed with this. But I'm also going to provide a call to action at the end. If you're looking to partner with an established team, a seasoned team with over 100 years experience in business and in the network marketing industry, and that has a global opportunity, I'm going to provide a call to action for you on this. But here's 6 benefits for starting home-based business. Home-based businesses are quickly becoming the fastest growing form of business startups. And no wonder, particularly given the challenges created by the COVID-19 shutdown, both nationally and globally. We know people are hurting. We know people have lost their jobs. Unemployment claims are up to, I think I read, about 35 million now over the last 2 months. It's a huge number. Globally, the situation can even be a little bit more severe, but most of those jobs are not going to be coming back. I think the economy, as far as opening up a lot of these jobs again, is going to take a lot of time. So what do you do in the meantime? I'm going to share a real quick picture here before I get going. Well-known author who writes on finances all the time, Dave Ramsey, says the worst thing we can do is get a second job. The best thing we can do is start a home-based business. Now, isn't that interesting? Growing your business out of your home allows for flexibility that's really difficult if you're in an equity-based business where you've got to, rent or buy office space or warehouse space, whatever it may be. And I've been there, I've done that. I'll talk a little bit about that maybe. Although working at home requires some self-discipline, the benefits can be substantial, and particularly if you partner with a seasoned team of professionals. So let's talk about this. Number one, more work time, less commute time. Now, this really hits home with me because my previous job working with a custom manufacturer and outside sales, I was on the road all over the western part of our state, almost every day, all week. So commuting was huge. And I'm talking spending over $300 a month on gas and just driving. Probably half my day literally was spent in traffic, going to appointments, from appointments, coming back to the office. So according to a recent Gallup poll, Americans spend an average of almost 50 minutes a day commuting to and from their offices. Now, I know people here, I live in Seattle, that commute from over the mountains. If down in LA, I understand it's not uncommon for people to have maybe 2-3 hour commute to the office. Now, you don't get paid for that either, do you? But more work time, less commute time, so you can be more productive. I think one of the things we're finding with people working at home now, and I'm hearing this from people, is they're more productive. One, they don't have to commute. Two, they're not getting interrupted with all the myriad of interruptions that happen in a typical office. So there's some benefits to it. One of the best benefits of working in a home office, and that's where I'm at right now, is that commuting involves no more than a few steps to the spare room or office where I'm at, or basement, depending on where your office may be in your house or where you're working from. Okay, that leaves more time for revenue producing activities. Isn't that true? If you're going to be in business, you want to produce revenue. You don't want to be out driving around all the time. That doesn't really produce revenue. So there's a big benefit there in and of itself. Now, number two, he talks about the ability to scale up or scale down quickly. Okay, when you rent your own office space, okay, the size of your business is fixed to the size of the space. And I did that for years being in the insurance industry. I was in actually 4 different locations in my 18 years in the insurance industry. You got to pay the office rent or lease, phones, insurance on the office, you name it. You got electricity, all that type of stuff. In the event where downsizing makes sense, you may not be able to do so quickly if you're signed to a long-term lease and ability. It doesn't matter. You're obligated to that lease. If you die, a lot of times you can be obligated to it. So here at your home, hey, if you got to downsize, pretty easy to do. So working from home allows you to hire more people or fewer people. If you're a business that's dealing with employees, fortunately, I don't have to deal with that. Or if you simply can work longer or shorter hours to right size your business operations. So this is kind of just a general recommendation. Shorter hours to right size your business operations is great, but you have that flexibility. So the ability to scale up and down quickly. Number 3 is deduction of home costs on income tax. I'm going to share something with you. I'm not a tax professional, and I'm going to qualify this statement at the end. But check this out, the tax advantages of home-based business. If your situation qualifies, you can deduct a portion of your home's expenses, such as mortgage, interest, property taxes, utilities, and repairs and maintenance against your business income. So it says the average American family can get up to $5,000 back on their taxes simply by documenting their home-based business expenses. Now, isn't that awesome? This is a big thing, guys, because if you work as an employee, you have few, if any, legitimate deductions that you can take because the tax system actually works against you versus for you. So when you're in business for yourself, you have a home-based business, you can all of a sudden take advantage of the tax system. So these are some of the benefits you can see up there. And to qualify your home office, obviously, it has to be a principal place of business, and you can only deduct the proportionate amount of the total expenses which are directly related to your business. And although you cannot create a loss with your home office expenses, you can carry them forward to future tax years if you don't have enough business income to use them up in the current year. And so while running your own business certainly has both personal and financial perks, I'm going to recommend again, and hear this, please check with your CPA or otherwise qualified tax professional for specifics on this. I'm not giving out tax information today. So there are benefits available, but check with your CPA or tax professional on what those might be and how you might qualify. Number 4 is you got the flexibility working hours, right? I'm up here in the morning before 9 o'clock in my office, but you don't have a boss telling you what to do, or you don't have to show up at the office at a certain time, leave at a certain time, take your lunch at a certain time. You know, being able to work at night or first thing in the morning is great for those entrepreneurs who are juggling children or other obligations. It gives you some flexibility again, right? You know, mobile phones, faxes, email, I interact with your customers and prospects any time of the day or night. I've got my computer here with a bigger screen. I've got a scanner so I can use that. You know, and you can more easily accommodate, you know, whether it's customers in different time zones or business partners that I deal with, that we deal with globally, and even kids' school schedules. So flexibility working hours is great. You're not tied to strictly a 9 to 5. But again, the one thing you want to be successful in home-based business, you need to treat your business like your job. You got to show up every day, right? That's half the battle. Show up every day. Number 5 is reduction in overhead costs. Now, this is big. Again, I had a traditional equity-based business when I was in the insurance industry for 18 years. Again, you've got all, you know, the rent or lease, you've got your phone expense, you've got electricity, you've got, you know, insurance, all kinds of stuff that you have to pay for month after month. So working from home allows you to keep your overhead costs low as you're not renting office space or phones or paying for office utilities. And again, I can attest to that. The zero commute also saves money on gas and wear and tear on your cars. Now, since I left my job last year, I filled up my gas tank in March. I just filled it up here about 2 weeks ago, so I'm not driving all over the place. That is saving me some big money month to month. So the reduction in fixed cost allows you to be more flexible in your business decisions than a typical equity-based storefront business. And I really want to emphasize that. Okay, that's a huge one. Number 6, it allows you to test out business ideas. Okay, more than 50% of all new businesses fail, right? That's the statistics, okay? If you had to put money out for office space or other fixed costs right off the bat, a startup failure can be costly because you're obligated to those costs. Working from home allows you to test out a new business without a lot of overhead. And this way you can determine its viability before investing a lot of money. And that's smart to do. And again, I'm going to talk about this in a minute with my call to action. But with us, we have a free app we share. You can check us out, find out if we're somebody you want to partner with, and it's not going to cost you any money to do it. So we want people to understand what they're going to do, what they're going to be involved in before they pull the trigger, before they get involved. But again, the startup cost is very minimal, but you can test it out before you ride it. It's kind of test driving a car before you buy it. Good idea. So the bottom line here is, guys, starting a business from home allows for many freedoms and flexibilities to grow your business at your own pace, right? Every day is a new day. It also helps save money on many fronts. It helps during the often lean startup years, right? Your work environment can make or break your careers as entrepreneurs. So you want to be smart about it. Now, here is my call to action, guys. I'm going to bring up the call to action here real quick. And here we go. So if you're looking for such an opportunity, guys, consider partnering with us, 3LE and Jeunesse Global. Okay, our trifecta. We've got the right team or community. You can check us out. You can check me out on my Facebook link. I'll be leaving that on my LinkedIn as well. You can look at our 3LE team page. It is a public page. We've got 9 of us that are leaders, and we have over 100 years experience in our different business backgrounds as well as network marketing. We're not newbies. We're not just startups. We've got experiences, success, failures, companies going out of business or companies getting shut down. We've been there. We've done that. So the right system, we're able to help you leverage social media platforms to build our teams. How about that? Build a business from home and be able to leverage and use social media to build it. Okay, we got the right company, Jeunesse Global. It's $1 billion plus company. In fact, they've done $1 billion a year over the last 5 years. They've been in business over 10 years. They're in 152 countries. They're one of the top, fastest growing network marketing companies out there. So I'd encourage you to check us out before you partner with us. You're welcome to hit the subscribe button, guys, and subscribe to my channel. If you got some value out of this, you can connect with me on social media. Of course, I'll leave those links. And if you have any questions about this, I will also leave the link on my thumbnail where you can go and check us out for free. And please reach out to me with any questions or if this opportunity might interest you. Thanks so much for joining me today, guys. Have an awesome Friday. Bye-bye.